Hello, I'm Steve Mason, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and this is a bit of a review rant random for Bumblebee, obviously. Okay, I'm not going to hold this up all the way through there, so yeah, I borrowed this artwork from the last night. I'm a massive fan of Transformers, all the way back to Transformers on VHS. That movie is amazing. Been a massively, I don't know what massively means, restored on Blu-ray. Not too keen on the artwork, I'm sorry. And recently I watched the animation film. It's still brutal, it's still amazing. You know, the soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. Now, the other night I came in, after going to see the movie, had a few beers, did some weird video about Taylor Swift, Polaroid cameras, and the new, thank you very much Leon Oliver, the new neon, I think I'm just going to call it neon room. I don't want to call it neon lights and have Scott go, oh, stole my name. But yeah, I wasn't hyped about this movie. I came in the other night, I went downstairs, Brit basically did her review, I came up, and honest review, I don't even know how that footage is going to cut in. There it is in the bottom corner, similar kind of angle, kind of crack. Very dark, very drunk, very drunk, get rid of that. Now, I thought, I was a massive fan of Michael Bay. Bad Boys, I think it's amazing, it's one of my favourite films of all time. Recently just got that on Steelbook and totally fucking hyped for Bad Boys for life. I like The Rock, Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, not that. Stuff like Pain and Gain, I think when he's done some good films, he's a good director, he's got a brilliant eye for that. The first Transformers, I just remember seeing the countdown for that and proper looking forward to it, going to see the pictures, and I was just like, wow, that's awesome, you know. Like, we finally get a Transformers movie on the big screen. You know, everyone looks similar. Michael Bay's commentary for the first Transformers is amazing. It's a really interesting commentary, so if you own it on Blu-ray, I highly recommend you listen to him. Didn't do it for anything else. Went to see the second one of the pictures, what the fuck. Revenge of the Fallen, went to see the third one of the pictures, what the fuck. The idea of Dark Side of the Moon was a brilliant concept for the film as well. Finally get the Dinobots in the fourth one. Ooh, fuck me, how long was the fourth film, man, for Dinobots to come along? And then all the hype between the last night, which obviously some of it was shot up here, just down the road. Finally got it, and like what's going on? I mean, from the Wickies to the returning, you know, cast of Mark Wahlberg and who's who and what's confusing, which robots haven't it used and who's that, Megatron, Galvatron, I don't know, Starscream's gone, running out of Unicorns Earth. I mean, did you not watch the fucking animation thing? Unicorns at Earth, what do you think is going to happen to Earth if Unicorns decides to stand up and take a piss? That's, you know, like left weird. And then Bumblebee comes along and I get taken to see it, you know. I wasn't looking forward to it. And fuck me, it's one of the best films I've seen. It's probably the best Transformers movie, but away from the actual animation one. Because it's a love letter to it. It's Gen 1's. You've got Bumblebee as Bumblebee. You've got Optimus Prime as Optimus Prime. You've got Shockwave, Soundwave, and Ravage. The only problem I've got with Ravage is he's purple, remember, not red. But you've got Ravage coming out as a tape deck. You've got Cybertron in a full-on war, which is awesome. Don't know who the two bad guys are, but you know, it's a Bumblebee movie. The star of the movie is Bumblebee. And you know, he comes to Earth, he forgets what's going down. The character Starscream isn't Starscream, and then he loses his voice and shows you how he learns to use his voice. And there's a lot of comedy in this, and it's meant that he's inspired by The Breakfast Club, which I've recently seen at the pictures as well on the big screen, which, you know, like, yeah, I was feeling nostalgia of it. I think it tried way too hard to try and be Guardians of the Galaxy for a soundtrack. Yes, the Smiths spit that tape across the floor. You know, but like, I've got the wrong camera angle, I'm gonna jump up. Like It, when you're watching It and it's like, oh fucking hell, there's a Gremlins up there, oh fucking hell, it's a Beetlejuice poster. I was waiting for the nostalgia, looking in the background. It wasn't until we got Memo's room, we got nice one. By this point I was totally sold. It's some great comedy. There's a brilliant, without spoiling it, there's a brilliant reference to the touch of a little bit of a touch to the original animation. John Cena is really good in this, I thought. You know, he plays the good guy, go bad guy, but then go good guy kind of stuff. The only problem with casting him is obviously, you know, he looks like he's Mark Wahlberg, borrowing him from whatever film he appeared in. Was it Trainwreck? But no, fair play to John Cena. Just stop doing all this, you know, kind of stuff. But no, he was quite good in this. The lead actress was really good. The supporting actress, I couldn't believe how, no disrespect, but I couldn't believe how short the mother was. There's one scene I was like, what the fuck? She's tiny. Didn't feel so 80s. Could have probably took a cue from the Lost Boys because of the whole coast thing. The vibe going down there was too clean. You know, everything was too clean. The 80s films were really gritty and grimy. A band t-shirt's not going to save you. Yes, you're going to get music and have a good laugh. But no, there's some good nostalgia in there. Transformation was great. Bumblebee was hilarious though. You know, that's what's really made this film really good. Switch me off right now if you don't want to hear any spoilers or anything like that. But the ending, I thought, the director's name came up and I was like, right, okay. Are we waiting for a post-credit scene? And then there was 2 post-credit scenes back to back. Like the whole car working and then just driving off into the sunset. Bumblebee should have fixed that car. Yeah, fair enough, it's her own accomplishment, but the whole bodywork, you know, how it looked fucking... It's like Christine, you know, she's riding off the sunset, going to go on a killing spree with a fucking car. No. And then the whole thing with Optimus Prime and Bumblebee walking down as the rest of the Autobots come in, is that meant to jump in the future because it's right after that car scene? You know, there's this part of why does Optimus Prime Bumblebee should have probably looked like that. I know he changed into his new form of Mustang or whatever it was and rode off, but I thought that was a bit of a letdown, especially when you're talking about the whole Megatron. I was speaking to Big Dave and Dan today about this, and the Hoover Dam thing, the wiki glasses and the location of Megatron and stuff like that. I'm not sure where that falls in the timeline. They say it's after the event of the 80s. Could be. It's a Black Ops thing and John Cena and that didn't know about the other robot. But then the Decepticons have got access to all over the world. They would have realised Megatron was there because we see the Hoover Dam. And that's one thing I loved about the other movie, was the myth in the hiddenness of Megatron. And they already had a Decepticon there, which was awesome, I thought. I just thought that should have been the ending. I know there's a video on YouTube, someone saying that would have been the ending, it would have been a Gen 1 looking at it. It wouldn't make sense if it looked like a Gen 1 Megatron. It should have just been Megatron and John Cena walking, going in, going, okay, you tell me about this now, and that's it, you know. So we couldn't tell you kind of track. So half expecting Beetlejuice, half expecting Bumblebee to do that to John Cena, which would have been hilarious. But as a Transformers fan, loving the original movie, this is the best one I think I've seen. Except for the Michael Bay's first effort. After that, I mean, what the fuck was Devastator? Where were the Dinobots to halfway through that other movie? And what the fuck was The Last Night about? I really thought, again though, you know, it's just The Last Night set with Merlin and stuff, running around with dragons. That film, it just totally... I don't really remember that movie, except for Unicorn at the end. But yeah, worth a warning. Steelbook should be nice. Give it a shot. It's an awesome movie. I've been Steve Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I definitely forgot about the thing in that rant the other night. I don't even know what that video was called. Something to do with Taylor Swift and pictures and stuff, you know. But yeah, Bumblebee lives down here. He's been for a while there. But yeah, it's no take for you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.